this should be a great way to start this. I think I'll title this Strong Points or Strong Stones at Notchville. It was my choice today as I pan back and look at these. To go out to Notchville, which I hadn't been to in a while. And it hasn't changed. Not a machine has touched it in 2 months. But I figured a bunch of rain had. And as I was talking to a fellow just last night on YouTube here, best advice you can have is if you're getting into this stuff is to follow the water. And that's for sure. Look at this. That's a good 2-hour draw right there. That's fantastic. Now I did suffer. And I want to show you some of this stuff. I mean, it was 34, 36 degrees. A little bit of freezing rain. Wind chill was down below freezing. It was tough. But, you know, pain is inevitable. And suffering is optional. So I kept that in mind and realized I didn't have to suffer. I mean, sure, it's painful. That's for sure. We all know that. And look at these artifacts that I was just pulling out of there. I had washed up, and that's such a blessing to know your area is just a hot area, and Notchville 1 is. Now, that land area has Notchville 1, 2, and 3, and they're all productive. 2 and 3 haven't been open in a while. They've been in beans, and beans take a long time to go through harvest. But I just wanted to give you a quick show of these. This is a nice piece right here. It's too bad it's broken, but good artifact. I like points like that. And just share a little bit about the day. These I couldn't put on, I mean, many of these I couldn't put on film. I mean, like this one right here, that's a smoker, I couldn't put it on film. And this one in the middle, I couldn't put on film. It was just too cold. It wouldn't have been worth it. It was just hurtful. I didn't even want to take off my mittens. My body temperature dropped to about 97, 96 degrees, and it's taken some time to get my core temperature up. And, you know, my heart still feels cold. I think probably a lot of you guys have been there before. But check these artifacts out. I wanted to give you a close-up of just what I was able to find today. Since, of course, you know, I wanted to share. I mean, looking at these artifacts right here, I'm the only eyes that have seen them in thousands of years, and now I get to share with a community and just show you some stuff that hasn't been seen in thousands of years. I mean, think about that. These pieces, nice little point here. Now, of course, the ones across the bottom here, I'm contemplating and probably will go ahead and just plan on giving those away, as well as, you never know, I give a lot of the other stuff away too. I just have to make my criteria and think about it. This is going in my Heartbreakers. It's a sweet piece. It's probably perfect for a frame, but I mean, how many frames can you have? This piece right here, I like these. This is one of the reasons I call the place Notchville. Just got a little ding off the base there, and a little bit off the tip. Always a good side, right? Look at that piece. I like that piece a lot. That's one of the reasons I call the place Notchville, because I pull those. And then this was on film. Another reason I call it Notchville is I find points like this all the time there. And this is a sweet piece. Second one I found today, pretty much right soon after I got there. And then this was probably the first piece after 10 minutes of being there today. Nice rhyolite point. Just to get a good idea what it looks like when they're cleaned up, you know. And then for the finale, I mean, look at this piece right here. Man, it was a good day. And I was out there. I couldn't be out any longer as a matter of attrition. I mean, I was just being reduced. I didn't want to get frostbite and hypothermia, so I had to cut it short. But this was a nice piece, sort of a Pickwick, I guess. Exactly the way they made it, you can see that. Just a great piece right there, and a great point. Anyway, I thought it was worth it, and worth going out, worth suffering a bit. Actually worth the pain. I didn't suffer. I mean, I was really happy to be out there in the cold, because I knew I could find some artifacts like this right here. And, you know, why not if you can? Anyway, wanted to give you guys a close-up of those. Show you some nice artifacts and just a successful day. Hope everybody finds something out there. bring the spring on, right? A lot of you guys say bring the spring on. That's for sure. Thanks for tuning in to Indian Trace.